Very good afternoon to all of you. Thanks for joining us here on Mirror Now. I am Afrida Rahman Ali. We begin with some breaking news coming in. Well, so here's the position that the union government has taken on same-sex unions or marriages. The government of India says no marriage for same-sex couples. Government of India is firm on this. No marriage rights for same-sex couples in India. Also saying cannot extend marriage rights to same-sex couple. Government of India reiterates marriage only between biological man and woman. Meenakshi Bhanja joining us on the phone line. Meenakshi, it was believed that the acceptance of same-sex marriage would be the next step after decriminalizing of the same-sex relationships. But it turns out that the government of India is firm in this matter, not to allow marriage within the same sex or gender.
Well, yes, Afrida, we will quickly draw a short background for the sake of our viewers. Remember, it was first on the 14th of September 2020 that the government of India had opposed same-sex marriage. This is an issue pertaining to same-sex marriage rights before the Delhi High Court. And subsequently, the Delhi High Court had asked for the government to have a rethink in a broader manner on the issue of same-sex marriage. However, it was again in the early part of 2021 that the government had again said no to same-sex marriage. And today again, the government has dug its heels deep before the Delhi High Court on this issue. There is a distinction that the government has sought to be drawn with regards to same-sex acknowledgement of same-sex relationships and granting marriage rights to those same-sex couples. It was the solicitor who today told the Delhi High Court that the issue is a large part of the issue is a misconception based on the earlier Navtej Singh Johar case in the Supreme Court. That judgment from the Supreme Court merely decriminalizes same-sex relations. It does not talk about marriage. The law is settled. Personal laws are settled. Marriage is contemplated, is between a biological man and a biological woman, unquote. So this has been the position, again, reiterated and underlined by the government of India. What is hugely interesting and going forward, which will probably see a lot of discourse in the Delhi High Court, and eventually when the Delhi High Court passes its judgment, this issue will also perhaps be figured in the judgment, because what has happened by virtue of the Navtej Singh Johar case or the judgment of the Supreme Court, while a legal sanctity has been granted to this marginalized, underrepresented group in India, the LGBTQI group that we are referring to, however, the question after having granted legal sanctity to their existence, where does one go from there? What about according civil rights to this marginalized group? That is the overarching question here. But as of now, the government is opposed to granting them marriage rights, saying that marriage as envisaged in the various Indian laws is something that can occur only between a biological man and a biological woman. So we have a unique position as far as India is concerned. While there is legal sanctity granted to the existence of LGBTQI community in India, as far as civil rights go, as far as their urge to enter into a marriage union goes, those rights is still some time away for them. Afrida.
Yes, and on this point, I'm sure, Meenakshi, that there will be a lot of opinions coming around on why, when on one hand it gives the legal sanctity to same-sex relationships, why a formal marriage, for that matter, formal union of the two individuals is legally barred. So that's an important development. Thanks, Meenakshi, for joining us with the inputs on this.